Good morning, everybody. It's good to have you here. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I'm pretty busy today. Couple couple birthday parties and sleepovers and stuff like that, and so I don't have a lot of time today to give you guys a heartfelt message. Pick up preaching and all that. Today I'm just in the shop trying to get my Sissy Bar bag packed, full of tools that I'll need on my next adventure. And I turned on my YouTube and I started listening to excuse me. I'm not feeling all that well this morning. To Mike, and he's over at Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff, and he's a carpenter, and he's been sober for about 7.5 months. And I took notice of his story, of his testimony one time when he was sharing. This was before he even got sober. I was led to his channel, and then he subsequently got sober, and now it's been 7.5 months. I've been kind of watching him from afar and supporting his channel, and this morning he shared some very good points, and I want you guys to get over and check out his channel and his message, especially today's video. Unfortunately I got to get going. I wasn't able to finish the whole message, and I'm going to be doing that today. But what I hear him saying and what I see people do, I did it myself, was buy into the fear that we can't do this without liquor, or that we can't do this without scotch, we can't do this without vodka, without beer. We got to be high on alcohol, or drunk on alcohol, intoxicated, inebriated, out of our minds in order to feel right. Well, that feeling, my friends, will go away. It'll eventually fade away. And once we stop entertaining those ideas, it's a busy county road I live on, but once we stop entertaining those ideas, right, and those things start to fall from our peripheral, and in our recovery, the things that bring us hope and inspiration and dedication and commitment will come before we happen to hop into the truck and head to the liquor store. Now, he's only 7.5 months sober. He's within that first year. That's literally when you're taking baby steps. So I'm so damn proud of Mike. I'm so damn proud that he picked up his phone and he went live on YouTube, because I've done that. I've done that same exact thing in a spot of emotional unregulation, myself feeling vulnerable. I wanted to talk to somebody, and I needed to talk to somebody, so I went live and I talked to somebody. And sometimes even when I had it all together and I was just doing a live stream just to chat with you guys, those are the times that I need it too. I just didn't show it, but I'm on there making a message because I know I need it too. So, I wrote a couple things down the other night. I'm so proud of you, Mike. Please keep going, and I'm going to get time to finish that. I have so much stuff going on today. I didn't plan on falling into your message, but, it is only 12 minutes, so I'll finish it here in a couple minutes, and I'll give my thoughts on that, and then, we can go from there. But finding a default of telling ourselves that we are worthy is some of the most important self-talk that we can do. Because we choose, all right? I choose to change my life. I choose to be positive. I choose to embrace my personal qualities that I like the most. I don't dwell on the worst qualities, okay? I wish, or if only. No. Get those things out of our vocabulary. Just like failure. Get failure out of your vocabulary, okay? I want to talk about failure, because when we think about failure, a lot of times we think about it as a bad thing. In our lives and in our recovery, failure is not a bad thing, but a great thing. It's going to show us where we can do better. And unless we die, that failure, honestly, is only going to make us stronger, right? That's how we look at this. So I choose to accept my past and my past life, and I accept the slow journey upward and onward, okay? Because we were always on a fast journey. We're drinking, we're drugging, we're doing drugs, we're always running around, we're running, gunning, we're stealing, we're lying, we're cheating, we're doing all that stuff, right? That all slows down in recovery. None of that stuff matters. We don't have to go out and do those things anymore. We got time to spend working on our own recovery, listening to Mike, his testimony, and how he succeeds and how we succeed together, right? Amen. So failure isn't only bad, okay? So imagine a society where failure is a positive, and we wouldn't fear failure then. We wouldn't fear failure at all. We would look at it as another stepping stone to get where we need to go. And that's what we need to do, right? So I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to come back on and give you a little bit more of a breakdown. All right, my friends. Well, I listened. Excuse me, man. I'm just not feeling 100% this morning. I got something going on. I am so proud of Mike. He's made it 8 months. He didn't go into the liquor store. He was able to go back into his truck and you know, kind of relive some of the earlier moments in his recovery and kind of reignite that spark that he had early on. Because sometimes we're going to go like this, right? We're going to go up and down, and then it'll level out, and then sooner or later we'll be on a trajectory upwards towards our destination, our journey, our goal, right? Long-term recovery, staying abstinent from the things, people, places, and things that kept us out of the game, right? So when we think about this, we think about abstinence. And you know, Mike mentioned that he was crying. You know, Mike mentioned that he was reaching out. Mike also mentioned that he was speaking out loud, like talking to himself. That's good. That's the battle. That's the spirits. That's the proverbial good and evil battling it out. And when we win, our spirit, right, the good spirit, the one that wants to take over and control our life, not the bad spirit, right? Just look at it that way, and that's good. You're battling it out. You're telling yourself, no, I will not do that. I will not think like that. I will not fear. I will not live in fear, and I will not have those thoughts. I will negate those thoughts with a positive thought. Amen. That's how we got to do it. So he pulled out of it, and I'm very, very, very pleased. So I got some stuff I got to do today. I hope you guys don't. I hope you guys don't trip or slip out there. I hope you guys are all safe and brave and sober and fighting the fight out there today. I'm kind of at a loss for words. I'm expecting people out there to keep succeeding and to keep making the right choices, and seeing that just really makes me that's what stirs my coffee. That's what floats my boat. That's what gets me my clock ticking. So if you guys find inspiration in that, get over and see Mike's channel, and we'll catch you on the next one, okay? God bless. Love you guys.